welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. Today I thought I'd do a video that I really enjoy watching on YouTube and I think they're really useful videos. Obviously, as you can tell from the title, it's a brand review. I think this is really important, especially if you're just getting into sustainability and looking at different brands. Like when I started, I came across a lot of American brands. This is an American brand that I'll be doing a review of today. And it is really difficult, especially when you live in England or a country that obviously is outside of its range kind of thing. It's difficult to know, like you can't just go to the shop and try it on. It's really difficult to know whether you're buying the right size, is the import duties and taxes worth it, like what's their customer service like, what if it arrives and it doesn't fit, what if it just doesn't arrive, because obviously that is a big risk to take when shipping overseas, like purchasing things overseas. Like, will it actually turn up? What if it doesn't? What will they do about it? So there are a lot of questions, and I thought today I would do a review of Everlane because I bought a few pieces from them like separately. I made two purchases, one went well, one didn't go so well. I thought I would do a review of the items I have got and also talk about their customer services as well. So I really love Everlane. I love their clothes. I think they're a really good brand for basics, and that's what I wanted to purchase from them. So I've got them here. I bought 3 just really basic crew neck tees, and yeah, they're like literally as simple as they come. This one I got in a grey marl, I think it was called. I got a black one as well and a Breton stripe one. They do have a slightly different stripe as well, which is a really thin stripe, which is also quite nice, but I wanted this kind of thicker stripe. It's very Parisian, and I really wanted, I didn't have anything like this, so I really wanted something like this. When I first, so this was the first order I made for the 3 tees. Everlane doesn't actually ship to the UK year round. They only do it occasionally, which I think is really good, because obviously one issue to buying things overseas is obviously the air miles and how much, like, so yeah, you're buying a sustainable item of clothing, but then it's from a different country and you've got to have all those air miles and everything, and does it then just kind of unbalance the whole point, like change the whole point of it basically. But what they do is they only do it occasionally, so you can do like bulk orders and stuff like that, which I think is really good. But ideally I would love it if they had a store in the UK, or even better if there were more sustainable brands in the UK at a price point like Everlane, because when I was searching, you do have sustainable brands in the UK, but they are at a much higher price point, which I completely understand, but it is really difficult for someone who hasn't got the money to do it. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. So I did end up purchasing it from Everlane. They did a week, I believe it was in April, where you could buy on there, and from my memory you paid, so when you went to check out, they had I think it was free shipping, but they did include the import duties on their page when you check out, so it would have all of the things that you've ordered, and then it will have like the delivery charge if there was one, and then it will have your import shipping duties, which I think is really good, and that's definitely I really like that. I know Reformation in the same way do that as well. They include the import duties on their website, so you don't, when the item gets to the UK, you don't then have to go down to the depot and pay to pick up the parcel. You don't have to get like a letter through to then go and pay online to then receive the parcel. It's already done, so all you have to do is wait for the parcel to arrive. There's no extra step, there's no extra money. Like, it's not really hidden cost, but it's just an extra fee that is already all shown for you on that website, which I think is really useful. So yeah, I ordered the 3 tees, and I can't remember how much it came to, but these were only, I believe these were $16. It gives a nice description of the reasoning behind the price, etc. And so when they arrived, the package wasn't actually that beaten up, which is quite good. And within it had like a nice little card, and they were wrapped really nicely. When I took them out, they looked really good. They felt super soft and they looked amazing on when I tried them on. I went for the slightly fitted style because I wanted something for the summer to tuck into trousers and stuff, and that's how I like the silhouette of them. They do have loads of different styles of tees on their website, so if you wanted something a bit baggier, there is a choice for that. If you wanted a V-neck, there's a choice for that as well. And yeah, they fit really well. I bought a size small in all of them, and they fit true to size. I wasn't worried about the sizing. They have a lot of reviews on their website as well, which is really helpful. The one thing I would be worried about, like, because the smalls and the mediums, that's fine, they're usually universal, so I usually just get a small in general from like any country, and that tends to fit me. Occasionally it's an extra small or a medium, depending on what kind of fit I want. But when it comes to purchasing US sizes, that's where I would struggle a bit more, because especially in the trousers department, I have a really awkward body shape, and I'm sure pretty much everyone does. You can never really find that perfect size. You're never one size in every shop. So I think definitely ordering trousers would be a lot more difficult, and dresses as well maybe. But obviously I haven't had the opportunity yet. But yeah, in regards to these tees, they fit absolutely perfectly. I love them. Feel of them, they're super soft. They're made from Supima cotton, which is really nice feeling, and it's just really nice material. I've washed all of them now, and they all feel exactly the same as they did when I first got them, which is really, really good. The black hasn't seemed to fade. Hasn't faded. I'll get there in the end, I'm sure. It doesn't seem like it's faded at all. There we go. Doesn't seem like it's faded at all. And I have washed it a couple times now. I would say on the grey one, this is just me being picky, the labels, so they don't have on normal tops they have like a sticky label. These don't, these are literally, their name is printed on. But on the grey one, it's kind of coming off a little bit. And I think that's the same. Oh no. Yes, it's literally only in the grey one that it seems to have come off a bit on. Maybe that's because I've worn that the most, I'm not entirely sure. But on the label, so it's like literally printed on, it says Everlane, 100% Pima cotton, made in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, size small. Which I think is really interesting that they say exactly where it's made. Yeah, I would say with this one, with the stripe one, I don't know, the white, I think it was a white or a creamy colour originally. It does seem to have gone a bit bluey. I don't know whether that's because I've washed it with something a bit bluey and that's leaked, like the colour is leaked from something else, or whether it has been from the navy stripes. But it doesn't really bother me too much, and it is kind of really hard to tell because of the way the pattern is. So I'm still happy to wear that. Yeah, there's not really much else that I can add to this. Other than the fact that they're all seem to be absolutely perfect, and they look like they'll last a long time. There's no threading coming off. They all seem like literally they haven't lost their shape after the washes. So they've all lasted really well over this month and a half, I'd say, that I've been wearing them, and I have worn them a lot. They have literally been a huge staple in my wardrobe, so I would definitely repurchase their tops again. And yeah, I'm going to New York in October, and I'm actually hoping to go into one of their stores to actually pick up some more pieces from them, and actually be able to try some stuff on. So that'll be a really good experience, and I might give you an update of what it was like to actually go in store and try on like their trousers and some of their dresses and stuff. But yeah, I would definitely purchase from them again. And if the next time they do their shipping to the UK bit, I will probably purchase some more bits, maybe for autumn winter this time round. But yeah, their basics are really good. I've got an eye on a really nice cashmere knit, which looks really amazing and will be really good staple for autumn. So yeah, that was my first parcel experience. Like, it all came on time, like it arrived really well. It wasn't like beaten up or anything like that. I did want a pair of their trousers. It was like a wide leg trouser, high waisted, basically like my stored trousers that I have in the cream colour, which I'm sure you've all seen on Instagram loads. I did originally want the Everlane pair, which I did order in the end, because when I went to order these teas I was going to order them as well, but they were out of stock, so I thought I don't want to wait and then come out of stock and then not be able to get a chance to buy them, because they said that they'll be getting restocked after the shipping to the UK had finished. But I did still religiously check their website every day to make sure to see like whether they had come back in stock or not. And then a couple of days after I ordered these, they had come back in stock. So I went online and I bought the cream pants in a size 0, I believe I chose in the end. And yeah, that all went smoothly as well, like exactly the same way of purchasing the teas. It all went okay, but when I was tracking it, because obviously they give you all the tracking numbers and everything, it got to the UK, got to Heathrow, and then it just didn't move from Heathrow. So I contacted DHL. They said it wasn't with them, it was with Yodel. I contacted Yodel. Yodel said it wasn't with them, it was with DHL. So what I ended up doing was getting in contact with Everlane, because they were the only people that could really help me in this situation, and their customer service, I have to say, was spot on. It was the best customer service I've ever had from any brand, literally. I can remember actually that I had an ASOS order once which went missing, and ASOS did nothing to help, which was kind of shocking. But Everlane, they got back to you. It was a very personal email. It was really lovely. And they said, like, look, give it a few more days, because it had been a few weeks as well. I had waited a few days to see whether it was just delayed in getting updated on the tracker, but nothing was changing. And they said, give it a few more days. If by the end of the week it hasn't changed, it hasn't arrived, then please email us again, which I did so. And then they gave me a full refund, including the shipping as well, which is really lovely. And although I was absolutely heartbroken, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to find, like, I really wanted a pair of cream trousers, and I went on a major hunt for them because I really loved the Everlane ones, but I was trying to find the next best thing. I wasn't at all angry with Everlane because they handled the situation so well. If anything, I was angry at DHL. So yeah, I would even, like, it was a really unfortunate circumstance, but those kind of things do happen, and I think they handled it really, really well. So I would still purchase again from them. I am obviously very wary now, like, parcels do go missing, but it is a fact of life, unfortunately. Yeah, so basically my overview is, although I had that unfortunate incident where the parcel didn't arrive, in general I would definitely recommend the brand Everlane to buy from. Obviously you need to keep an eye out for when they do ship to the UK, because it is usually only for a week. I would say go for your normal size. If you're a small, medium or large, go for your usual. As for like trousers or US sizing, look at the reviews, because that really helped me when I was choosing what size pants to buy. Looking through the reviews, that really helped me, because I was umming between a 0 and a 2, and I ended up going for a 0 because of the reviews. And also, just if you don't know, then I would suggest not ordering or measuring yourself, because you can, or even better, measuring yourself, emailing them, and I'm pretty sure they'll help you out. So yes, I think definitely the customer service is 100% really, really good. So if you do have any questions, just always give them an email, because I think they'll always answer you and help you out as much as you can. So yeah, definitely recommend, if you are looking for some really good basics that will last, that are sustainable, then definitely check out Everlane. Gosh, that was a lot of information. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's been really useful for you. I'm definitely going to be looking at doing some more in the future once I've worn a few of my other pieces in my capsule wardrobe for a bit longer as well. Please let me know in the comments below if you would like me to review a specific brand. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.